Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am going to be talking today about something I didn't ever think that I was going to talk about, but I'm going to be talking about energetic cleansing and how to protect yourself energetically. So we've talked a little bit in the past about astral travel and protecting yourself during astral travel, but if you are somebody who's a light worker, you're an energy worker, and you're a healer, and you are doing energy work all the time, constantly, that's your career, it's your love, it's your passion, you have to protect yourself. I am saying this as a first-hand experience. I had a seizure last Saturday night. I had a grand mal seizure, the first one ever. I believe it's a mix of being super duper fried, making a gigantic timeline jump, like a huge timeline leap, a big quantum leap during eclipse season, like insane, right? And it being this like shamanic initiation. But there was also a great deal of energy fry out that was happening. Nervous system being fried, not sleeping, not eating correctly, just a perfect storm for what they call a grand mal seizure or a tonic-clonic seizure. That type of seizure is not the same as a seizure that somebody has when they're awake, that actually coincidentally looks like when someone's doing Kundalini and they're shaking. When I go through a portal with Kundalini, or when I am, doing energy work, I will often shake and have this type of seizing experience. But with a grand mal seizure or a tonic-clonic, as I experienced last week for the first time, there was a loss of consciousness. I was turning blue. I wasn't breathing. My husband couldn't hear my heart. He had to give me CPR. And when I came to, I didn't remember anything that had happened. There was a blackout, period. So that's what makes it a grand mal seizure, and it impacts the total brain. So again, I don't necessarily believe in coincidences. I am not against medical intervention, and I am not, I'm not all in the spiritual and energetic, but I'm also not all in the medical. I think there's a combination. I think mind, body, soul truly, truly is the trifecta. And I really, really believe that. I believe that there are energetic reasons for things as well as physical reasons for things. And maybe the physical things are the things that make us more susceptible for these things happening. And then the spiritual or the energetic things light the match. So you have to protect yourself. You have to have what we call energy hygiene. Again, I am saying this as a practice what I preach type of video because I haven't always been really great at that. I'm not always really great at closing out my sessions, and making sure that everything is closed off. I take on a lot of people's stuff. I take on everybody's stuff, right? If you're an empath, a highly sensitive person, if you're a light worker, you are here to do these things, right? If you're a clairvoyant, a clairsentient, a clairaudient, all of the above, a medium, a psychic, then you are susceptible to having these physical experiences that are influenced by the energy around you. So what are some things that you can do to protect yourself? So first and foremost, I've talked about this on the podcast before and other places, but having a ball of light around you as a protection in every situation, not just working. If you're going out in public, whenever you're around people, put your guards up. If you are somebody that's read the Fourth Wing series, which I am currently into, and I'm on book talk somewhere, but they call it putting the wards up, and that's kind of the way that I look at it, right? Like putting this energetic wall up, these wards, these protectors, these guards, right? So doing that can protect things from coming in. It could also protect your energy from seeping out into other people. So that's first and foremost. Secondly, when you are working on people, you're opening the space, or when you're working on yourself, you're opening the space, allowing for your guides to come in, for anyone to come in that is for the highest good and the highest good of all involved. Always saying that phrase. I say that with every manifestation. I have been saying that since I lived in New Jersey like 15 years ago. Like, I always add that, right? So that there is no dark or negative or demonic, whatever you believe, happening. Try to stay within the light. So you're opening the space, you're inviting these spirits, these energies, these light beings, these entities to come in. When you close a session, whether it's with yourself or with others, make sure that you really close it. You thank your guides, you thank those who were there, and you close the circle. You can do this by blowing out a candle if you had a candle lit during a session. You can do this just by saying the words, right? We are now closed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I usually say thank you 3 times to close. And then you can do other energy cleansing things. You can take a shower or a bath and imagine all of the energy washing off of you. You can do cord cutting. Sometimes I'll meditate and I'll do this kind of like motion to cut all the cords. So it's not just like one dramatic cord cutting, it's just like all the little strings, because that's what really kills us, right? That's what really gets us, is like the millions of little strings, little traumas. It's like death by a million paper cuts, right? All the people that we're helping, all the people that we're impacting, all the people's energy that we are receiving, just kind of cleaning our space, brushing out our space. You can also do a meditation and imagine something like a vacuum cleaning your aura. I also have a guided activation for clearing your energetic space and your light body, which I will link below, that you just listen to. I think it's like under 20 minutes, and it activates your light body, but also clears that space. So that's a really good reset to take care of yourself if you are doing a lot of energy work, if you're working on a lot of people, if you, even yourself, if you're doing a lot of Kundalini, if you're doing a lot of Reiki, receiving a lot of energy, you also just need to make sure that you are cleansing your energy, you are taking care of yourself, you are getting rest. And that's the last thing, is rest and nervous system balance. So for anything, whether it's energy work, manifestation, a parenthood, whatever it is, you need to have a strong nervous system in order to hold the things that you want to call in, to be able to do the work that you want to do, to be the person, to really step into your higher self and your purpose, which is my goal, right? Is to activate you, to activate your highest version of yourself. So in order for you to step into that, you have to be able to hold that, because that's big energy, right? That's big stuff. You have to be able to hold that bigness and not be overwhelmed by it and not be taken down by it. And that can be really tricky. So things that you can do, doing breath work. And I'm not talking about holotropic breath work. Holotropic breath work is incredible. It clears a lot of stuff, but it is very, very intense. I'm talking about things like box breathing. I have some examples on my YouTube of different ones that you can do. 4-6 breathing, which is inhaling for 4, exhaling for 6. The extended exhale is what helps with the nervous system, specifically in the vagus nerve. So that's a really, really good one for that. So doing that type of breathing, doing meditation, listening to frequency music that is really light and cleansing and really just allowing yourself to just heal the nervous system, come back into balance. And with that, that reminds me of one other thing: grounding. So for your nervous system, getting outside. The weather is getting nicer here on the East Coast, so you should be able to go outside and at least get your feet on the ground if you can, or at least get by a window, look at some trees, but try to really connect with the energy of the earth. I talk about in some of my shorter videos, and I'm going to do some longer videos on this, but when I talk about the Schumann resonance, which has been off the charts, the Schumann resonance is the heartbeat of the earth. So we have been measuring that frequency, which impacts our nervous system, impacts our physical being, and impacts us as energetic beings as well. So when we are, looking at the Schumann resonance and seeing that it's off the charts, the best thing for us to do is to get in sync with the earth, ground, get our feet on the ground and do that. If that is not available to you, I lived in urban places for a decade. It was not always easy for me to ground. I lived in 5-story walk-ups in the city, in New York City, in Queens. It wasn't always possible. I have a grounding meditation activation as well on my page that'll help you balance all of the chakras and will help you feel the earth and ground to the earth. So I will link that below as well. But otherwise, listen to the music, allow the frequencies to heal you, and also pay attention to what you're eating. Make sure that you nourish yourself, healthy fats, however the food is, right, in its natural form, whole foods is the best thing for you to regenerate your physical body and allow your physical body to catch up with your energetic body, right? Because we're bringing them together, and that's part of what's happening here. If we're jumping on a soul level and a spiritual and an energetic, and we're doing all this crazy work, our physical body is like, hi, hello, this is a little fast for me. We need to maybe slow it down. So nourishing your body, getting lots of rest. I hope that this was helpful. I'm going to do some more videos on nourishment. I'm going to do some more videos on Schumann resonance. If there are other things that you would like to learn more about, there's a ton of nervous system and vagus nerve videos on my page, so you can check those out. Otherwise, comment below if there's something that you want to dive deeper into. I'm happy to go on that journey with you, and subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.